It appears they have been, as we've been checking in on that site regularly this morning. Also happening now with COVID-19 restrictions starting to ease up in Pueblo County. Parkview Medical Center again allowing some limited visitors. Patients at Parkview now allowed to have one visitor a day. They can be there between 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. Now they've got to wear a mask and pass a health screening to go inside the hospital.
We never like to go to no visitors during this pandemic, and we've had to do it a couple times, unfortunately, but we're glad now that Pueblo is in a position that we're able to allow visitors back into the hospital.
Still, for obvious reasons, COVID-19 patients and patients under investigation who are suspected of having the virus are not allowed visitors.
As the vaccine does roll out, companies are making plans to return to work, but that's not sitting well with just everyone. There's a survey that was conducted by Live Career. It found that 60% of working adults want to continue working from home after the pandemic. And our News 5's RENAE Skinner joins us live to talk more about what kinds of conversations we should all be having at the workplace if you like the idea of working from home. Good morning, RENAE.
That's right. Good morning, Bree. And there are just some benefits to working at home that many people just don't want to lose. Those same people in that survey said that they felt like they could focus better at home. They had a nice work-life balance. And it's always a good thing when you can save an extra buck or two on gas money you would be using to go to work. So the good news is managers are realizing that this is the type of workflow that could be permanent. Eisner Amper, an accounting and consulting firm in Colorado, surveyed business executives and found 6 in 10 plan to let their employees continue to work remotely after the pandemic ends, with a third still undecided and only 8% saying they will require everyone to return to the office. Experts at Gartner HR Practice say companies are aware folks will want to continue working remotely, so they are likely to offer flexibility. But you should be aware that companies can and still have the right to make it mandatory for you to come into the office.
And we're seeing that play out in a couple of industries in particular. So financial services, banking, some of those places, some of those companies at least, are saying that they expect all of their employees to be back in the workplace. Is work with your manager to say, well, I want to work from home 4 days a week, but willing to come in 1 day a week or a couple of hours a week.
And if you're not comfortable returning to work, talk to your manager and be transparent about why you're hesitant, especially if it involves a health issue. If you can't prove you're capable of being productive while working from home, that will also help prove your case. Also, definitely be willing to compromise. It's also a good idea to identify those periods in which it's actually necessary for you to be in person at the office. It could be during those important board meetings or presentations. And also ask about expectations and that will they change once you return to the workplace as well. Always watching out for you, Southern Colorado. RENAE Skinner, News 5.